Okay. Alright, I will show you how to set up Reduce and AAA. Okay. This is your part of assessment. 601 subject. We need to do today lab task 2. Let's have a look at your requirement first. Task 1. We covered this last 2 weeks. And complete virtual sensor. This is our new task. This is what we need to do today. Oh, no, actually that one, sorry. Task 3. AAA server with Reduce. That is today's task. We've done here so far. It was very nice tutorial. Command. Yeah, we finished that this last week too. Now, okay, there you go. Configure AAA with Reduce. You will have some problem with the ODBC setting with Win Reduce. You will have, definitely you will have. However, I post one video for this, how to solve this kind of a login problem. So try to find the video first and watch. It's only 3-minute one, so you can do that. Today, I'm not going to do the STM one. STM one I will cover for next week. But today, I will do AAA setting with Reduce with the command line. Command line mode. This one. STM part is really easy. Everybody can do. So I will post that some other time. But command line is you really need to do that, and everybody using the command line in the networking security guys. So I will cover for this today. Right. The topology is really simple. Just one router and one your lovely XP host. In this host, I will show you the host first. In your XP machine, you need to have window Reduce. You can find it from 601A rep software folder in your C drive. C drive network security folder. After that, you will see this folder. But I just copy from there to here to my desktop. So you need to install this one. Just copy this whole. Copy this one, this whole folder to your desktop, like that. And when you run it, you will have an error message or like a password, admin password. This is wrong. This means your password table, actually not password table, your database is corrupted. It's so hard to fix it. In order to fix this, you need to install Microsoft Access, and you need to create new database with this table information. I will show you. No, not this. Okay. Database. this table information, but you know this is too big deal, and we don't need it for now. We still can use with these conditions, even if it says ODBC service failed. Just go to setting, database, click configure ODBC automatically down this big button, click, okay, close. Now run again and cancel. That's it, that's ready. Now you need to create one user or two user if you want. Okay, from our instructions it said, let's go back to the top. We need to create one user, username test, password also test. Type here test, password test. Don't need to touch the other blank. But in the real world, you might need to adjust all this value. If you've been to the internet cafe, they charge you money, right, for your computer using. That is these functions: accounting, authenticating you. So with your ID, you can recharge your money, $100 here. But don't touch this. Just create the user first today. The username test, password test. Okay, then you will see this add the user successfully. You just created this user, test user. Let's test. I just double click, reduce test this software, double click. Loop back. I create username test and password test. Send. Okay. Now get ready. We need to connect those to router. Oh, I just realized I didn't turn on my router. I just wanted to show you for the basic setting reduce test. Okay, so you need to install all this reduce here, and I will turn off this host to actually running through GNS 3. Okay, let's do the GNS 3. Run. Okay, my GNS 3 is running now. Yeah, I don't care about the running. For the IP address settings, my router is going to be 172.168.10.1/23, which means 255.255.255.0, okay? Yeah. /23. Then, in my host, IP address going to be 172.16.10.10/23. If you want to, you can choose your own IP. Let's set this IP address. property TCP/IP. Yeah, I already set this. Yeah, 10.10, 10.10. Good. If you want to follow real instructions, like then control panel, go to network connections, then you can do the here like that. But it takes too much time, so I just skip this. I always use a shortcut like that. That's the shortcut way. Anyway, double check ipconfig. Yeah, I got the correct IP address here. And let's do the radius. Don't worry about this error. Actually, I will show you why you have this error message. When you go to here, this is the user guide for this software. If you go to the database part, it doesn't explain why we get this error message here, but I will explain why. The version is different. The main reason is this WinRadius MDB file. This file comes from Microsoft Access database. So currently we are experiencing the different version problem. So that's why we have this kind of error message. That one. Actually, I didn't set any admin and I didn't set any password. It's still error message. So don't worry about for this. But if you can do fresh install, like a new XP machines and downloading new WinRadius software from the internet, then you will not have this kind of problem. But once you install previously, like here like that, then you will have some kind of this problem. To fix this problem, you can see my another video. Okay, for now, just run. It's already running. Good. I will add one user. As our instruction said, I need to create test. I will create a test user, test. Okay, then you will see this message, successfully created. Now I will hide this because we don't need it anymore. Okay. Make it a bit bigger. This is our logging window. All your movement, your activity will logged here. Before we directly connect to our router, I will self-test first. What is our radius sub IP? This IP. This host IP. So 172.16.10.10. Radius port, yeah, that's default port. Okay, test, and password is not password. Password is test. If I click send, then you will see some kind of message here. Then your connection is working. Send. Oh, good. User authentication. Okay. That means our Radius Radius backend program is successfully working. Now we don't need to touch this host anymore. It's time to handle our lovely router. I will resize this. Okay. Genesis 3. This Genesis 3 is a brand new version for the Mac, so it looks like a bit fancy, but basically it's all same thing with yours. Double click routers, then you will see the console terminal. Okay, console. Come here, console. Good. I am recording high definition mode, so you can, if you have fast Ethernet, then you can see good quality. So don't worry about this small character. Have a look at the high definition one. Alright, let's double check the interface first. I use Fast Ethernet 0 and second, our host party is already done, so do not care about anymore. Only router now. Show IP interface. Brief. Yeah, I got what we want. Good. Now configuration terminal, conft interface, Fast Ethernet 0/0, IP address 172.16.10.1 255.255.255.0, and don't forget no shut. Yeah, it said status up. Let's test. Ping 172.168.10.10. Should work. Not working. Try one more time. Oh, I find one mistake. I mistyped IP address. 1 to ping 172.16, not 68. 10.10. Yeah, it works. One more time. Excellent. Now from the XP ping test to the router, ping 172.16.10.1. Yeah, it's working too. Very nice. So our basic connection between router and the host is proved. Let's do some setting. Skip this STM part. I will do that later. I will post another video for this STM part. Alright. Let's just start from here. First line. AAA new model. We need to turn on AAA to use radius. So the command line is AAA new model, enter, and step 2, we need to define what kind of authentication method we will use. We will use radius and default router user setting and local setting, which means this. Local means this username part, like configure username and you set your own username, password, and your own password. That is a local. Group radius mean we will use radius authentication too. So basically we have two here. Two authentication method. AAA a authentication login default. If you want to have a look more comment, give the question mark off, then you will see this. Okay, we need to choose group. So group, after group, Radius or Takas. Takas server we will cover in the future, not now. I will choose just Radius. 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 And one more authentication, local user, which means this user, that user, right? From our instruction, we need to set enable password, but you don't have to, but let's follow. Enable password. I will set really simple one, just a Cisco, not ACBCDEF 1 2 3 4. Excuse me. Cisco, yeah. Here is now we need to do actual Radius server setting. The command line is a little bit long, very long. Radius server and host, and you need to specify the IP address of your server, which means your host. In your host, you have the Radius software, right? That's the server. So host 172.168.10.10. This is very important part now. Authentication port. You need to specify two ports. One port is an authentication port, the other port is accounting port. You can double check this from here, system. When you go there, you can see authorization port is 1812. Next one is 13. Yeah, we'll use that. And don't forget, you will set a password to log in through our router. That is a MAS secret. That's this. It is case sensitive. Beware of it. So win reduce. So W and R is uppercase. Authorization port number 1812. Now accounting port 1813 and access key. This key means that one. And then it's a secret key. Uppercase W, win, uppercase R, ADIUS. Enter. So current, and we need to set on user. I will set my name then. Username, colon, password, colon. No, I will change. Craig. Show run, because I want to double check all my settings is right or wrong. To show run. Let's have a look. AA new model enabled, very good. And AA authentication login default is group reduce and local, which means ID colon password crazy. Don't laugh. I'm not crazy actually, but yeah, it feels like I'm getting crazy too. Anyway, okay. Next, interface bus didn't 0, IP address good. I haven't set up the line B2I, which means telnet. I didn't set it yet. I will do that a bit later. Good. Let's try. Minimize this. Oh, not minimize. Just move down. Exit. Exit. Yeah. Now, if I try to log into our router, this router asks me put ID and password. I will put this password, test and test first. TEST. Password TEST. Watch out this. I haven't entered yet. You need to watch this area. Enter. Enter. See? Got. When you have a look sure okay. Enable sure. When you have a look sure, I didn't specify local user information about ID password ID test, password test. I only said my account here. Username colon password crazy only, right? But this account, test account, is created from Radius server. Now you get the concept. So you don't need to have any ID and password on your router. When you create from Radius server, when you create ID and password from the Radius server, you can authenticate you from here. Now, now I will exit again. EXIT from my router, and I will use some kind of different password now. Colon, username colon, password crazy, CLAZY. Can you say that? Region unknown, username failed. Yeah, I cannot log in. Let's move back to use test. TEST. Then we should a message here. User test authenticate. Okay, that one. Okay. Enter. See that one? Yep, it's working. Very nice. This is a command line base using Radius server. It's really simple and nice. However, I didn't cover this telnet link, right? I will cover this telnet link now. There is some minor problem with this command line, so don't use this command line. I will show you very nice, professional, revised CCIE Rebel command line here. Okay, conft. After this, you need to AAA AUTHEN authentication login telnet TEL, and it's uppercase telnet underbar line group Radius, RADIUS. Enter. You need to enable AAA authentication, another method, telnet line. Now go to telnet line, line VTY 0 to 4, which means you will allow 5 telnet connection. Login, authentications, uppercase TELLET, telnet line. Exit. To test this, you need to go back to your host. This time I will use command line because I need to use telnet. Okay. Clear, no, sorry. Clear is for the Linux and Unix command line. CLS, that's the DOS command line. Right, TEL, telnet. What is our router ID, IP address? 172.16.10.1. You need to watch here. Username, test, password, TEST. Yes, we successfully logged on through telnet. Now, this is your lab task 2. Configuring AAA service with Radius, with the command line version. For next video, I will post SDM part. If you have any question, send me email. Thank you. All done.